Chris with Rekkid Talk, and we're going to do a contest entry today. Contest is for the Rando channel. He's celebrating 6 years on YouTube. Yes, 6 years on YouTube. Yeah. And so he's having his first contest, my understanding. And the questions are based around his favorite genres of music: punk, post-punk, shoegaze, dreampop, indie. And so I've got some of that stuff, so I'm going to take on his challenge. So the first question is to show your two oldest vinyl findings of a punk album or 45. So I've got a 1977 pressing of Nevermind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Warner Brothers Records here. It's not the very first pressing. It's reasonably early, and it's in pretty good shape for a record that old, and it's pretty cool to have. I know, not exactly obscure. This one's more obscure. So Rob the Waxed found this somewhere in LA. This is the Gears Rockin' at Ground Zero from 1980 on Play Gems Records. You can see that the cover is in terrible shape. Obviously, the record at some point had some severe water damage. The vinyl fared much better. Apparently there was a custom inner sleeve that came with it that's gone. That was obviously ruined in whatever events affected this record. And since I didn't end up with a 7-inch in my two oldest, I'm going to go ahead and show a bonus record. I showed this recently with my Halloween video, so it's the Dead Kennedys' Halloween with Saturday Night Holocaust on the flip side. 1982, of course, on the Alternative Tentacles label that I never hold right side up. There you go, Alternative Tentacles. And of course, rest in peace, D.H. Pelago. I don't know if I pronounced his name correctly, but our drummer for the Dead Kennedys. Show a favorite shoegaze or dreampop album. I've decided to actually go with a 12-inch single here. And so we've got the Dream Academy, Life in a Northern Town extended version. So it's got a couple different versions of Life in a Northern Town, an extended version, a couple other bonus songs along the way as well. It's one of those really flimsy covers. Blanco y Negro Records. So, show a favorite post-punk album. Well, I'm going to show everybody's favorite post-punk album, Gang of Four Entertainment. I mean, that's your favorite post-punk album, right? I mean, it's a pretty good choice. Gang of Four is kind of one of your classic. If you're going to ask me whether something's post-punk or not, sometimes I kind of think, does it sort of sound like the Gang of Four? And then his final prompt for us, he wanted us to show a release from 2016, so 6 years ago when he got started, and nowadays. And so I'm going to show a couple of 10-inch records. So notice it's not as big as the 12-inch record. Notice it is bigger than the 7-inch record. And so the one from 2016, so La Luz with the Damp Face EP, Hardly Art record label. So you can see it's a 5-song EP, 45 RPM, 10-inch disc. And so this is, I believe it's an all-women's group, and they kind of do surf music and sort of an indie pop style. La Luz. And then from 2022, I'm going to show an EP by American Football. So they were releasing their classic album from 1999, but they also had this 2-song EP on a 10-inch record with Rare Symmetry, and then Fade Into You, the Massey Star cover. And so I got the early bird edition on this dark green vinyl. And so, kind of your Midwest emo, you can debate about whether it counts as math rock or not. But there you go, some records for you, Rando. Congratulations on 6 years in YouTube. 6 more years will take you to 2028.